Hello. So we are going to solve General Physics MCQS paper 2. It's an easy topic. Question number 1. A geologist compares the volumes of three rocks X, Y, and Z. Three measuring cylinders contain different volumes of water. He places each rock into one of the measuring cylinders. Diagrams show measuring cylinders before and after the rock they are put in the water. Okay, so question is, which row shows the volume of X, Y, and Z in order from largest to smallest? Ignore the options, let's find by ourselves. Okay, so for first one, the initial was 20, final is 70. So 70 minus 20, it is 50. It is 70. B, the first reading is 27. The second reading is 78. Please subtract them. 78 minus 27, which is 51. Last one, 33, and the new is 79. 79 minus 33, 46. Okay, now we need to organize in largest to smallest. So largest is 51, Y. Then 50, which is X. Then 46, which is Z. Y, X, Z is the right option. Y, X, Z, option B. Question number 2. A car moves with constant speed and then constant acceleration. Which graph is speed time graph for the car? So first they said it moves with constant speed and then constant acceleration. So constant speed, the speed time graph is horizontal. Constant acceleration, the speed time graph will be straight line with constant gradient. So first horizontal, then constant gradient, option C. Constant speed, then constant acceleration. Question number 3. A car travels 100 kilometers. The journey takes 2 hours. Highest speed is 80, lowest is 40. What is average speed? We don't need highest, we don't need lowest. Average speed is actually total distance over total time. Total distance is 100 kilometers. Total time taken is 2 hours. They told you total time is 2 hours. 100 divided by 2 is 50 kilometers per hour. Option B. Question number 4. The diagram shows a piece of foam, rubber that contains many pockets. Okay, like a sponge, right? The diagram 2 shows same piece of the rubber foam after it has been compressed, the volume decreases. So whether you compress and squeeze something or not, you know the mass will be same. So if its mass will be same, so weight will also be why? Because weight is mg. Yes, mass is what? Same. The g is also same. So weight will also be same. The option is D. Question number 5. A metal block has dimensions as shown. Its mass is 1000. So you can see length is 10. Its width is 5. Its height is 2. What is the density? Density formula of anything is the mass divided by volume. Mass they gave you, it is 1000 grams. Mass is 1000 grams. Volume is length times width times height, centimeter cube. So 1000 divided by Length time width time height. Option D. 1000 is numerator, the mass divided by volume. It's the same option. Question number 6. 4 objects are each attached on by only 2 forces as shown. Which one is in equilibrium? Equilibrium has 2 things. Number 1, forces are balanced. No resultant force. No resultant force. And then no resultant moment. No resultant moment, indirectly, you can say no rotation. No rotation. So no rotation. First of all, force. Here, up is 1, down is 2. Resultant is not 0. Up is 2, down is 2. Resultant is 0. C, up is 3, down is 2. They are not equal. D, up is 4, down is 4. They are equal. Okay, first condition is followed. Now, second condition. No resultant moment means no rotation. B has no rotation. B has no rotation. But C will rotate. Will rotate. It will rotate this way. So option B is equilibrium. Question number 7. A student measures the length of a spring. She then hangs different weights from the spring. She measures the length of the spring for each of different weights. The table shows this. First look at this. How much is this weight? 0. When there is 0 weight, this 520 is called original length. Is called original length. Okay, what is the extension x? X is always called new length minus original length. When the weight is 3 Newton. So go to the 3 Newton. Now, this is the new length. That is the original length. So how much is the extension, students? You will subtract them. You will subtract. So extension will be 533 new length minus 520 original length. Answer is 13. Answer is 13 millimeters. Question number 8. Which energy resource is used to generate electricity without moving parts? Without moving parts means no mechanical. No mechanical energy involved. So it means no generator involved. So only source to produce electricity without generator is solar cells. So only the solar cells doesn't need generator. The others, they all need rotating coils and generator. So it doesn't need any type of moving parts, mean no mechanical. Question number 9. A cyclist travels down a hill from rest at point X. So you are coming at point X, this one, yeah? You come down. Okay, cyclist applies the brakes to stop. So when you apply the brake, you slow down. So first of all, when you are at height, you have GPE. When you move, you have kinetic. When you stop, it is lost as heat. Lost as heat. So your right sequence is GPE, kinetic, heat. GPE, yes. Kinetic, yes. Heat, yes. Correct option is A. Whenever a body slows down due to friction or braking force, energy is lost in the form of heat. Option A. Question 10. A block with the flat rectangular sides rests on a table. The block is now turned down so that it now rests with the largest face down. Look, it is the same block. It is the, so it means there is same weight. Yes, before the area of cross section was very small area, yeah. Now area in contact will be large area, yes? So large area. So area will be what? More. So what happens to force? Force is the weight. So same weight means same force. Pressure. Pressure is force over area. Since area is now more, so pressure will be less. Option C. Option C. Question number 11. Which option contains only apparatus that could be used to determine volume of unknown block? Volume, my dear, you can, if it is irregular, measuring cylinder. If it is irregular, if it is regular, then you need a ruler. So measuring cylinder for irregular, meter rule for regular. Stopwatch is for time, balance is for mass, stopwatch is also for time. So option is A. Question number 12. Figure represents the motion graph of a car. What distance traveled by a car while it is moving at constant speed? You need to identify where is constant speed. So constant speed is this section. You need to find distance travel. Distance travel is area under speed time graph. Area under speed time graph. So area under the graph is this region. This is the rectangle. Base of the rectangle is 25 minus 15, which is 10. And height of this rectangle is, you can see from y-axis, 10. So area will be 10 multiplied by 10, which is 100. So area under the graph gives you distance traveled, which is 100 meters. Question number 13. A car travels along the route PQRST in 30 minutes. So time taken is 30 minutes. 30 divided by 60 is 0.5 hours. You might be thinking, why did I change into hour? Because all options are kilometer per hour. If they are meters per second, I will change into seconds. Now, you want average speed. Dear students, average speed is total distance traveled over total time taken. Total distance traveled, 10, 5, 10, 5. 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5. Over total time, they already told you here. So this total time will be 0.5 hours. So it is 30 over 0.5, which is 60 kilometers per hour. Option D. Option D, my dear students. Next, the mass of an object is measured on Earth. Mass on Earth or mass on any other planet. Mass doesn't change. It has to remain same. So what is the mass of the object on Moon? Also same. Also, mass is the amount of matter which remains constant, no matter what is the position. Question number 15. A student wishes to determine the density of a solid. You want to find density. In order to have density, my dear, you need mass, you need volume. So which quantities must be known? Mass and volume. Area? No. Area? No. Mass? Yes. Height? No. Mass? Yes. Volume? Yes. Option D. Density is mass over volume. Option D is mass and volume. Question number 16. A heavy beam rests on two supports. The diagram shows the only forces F1, F2, and F3 acting on the beam. Beam is in equilibrium. Equilibrium, I already told you, the resultant force should be 0. Also, resultant moment. Moment means rotation. Should also be 0. Let's see. All forces are equal in size. We don't know. Resultant force in opposite direction to the resultant turning effect? No. I told you resultant force 0, resultant moment 0. Resultant force 0, option C, yes. Resultant moment 0, yes. Total upward is twice the downward? No. That's it. Equilibrium has these two conditions. Resultant force should be 0. Resultant moment should be 0. The option C. Question number 17. Which list contains only properties of an object that can be changed? Anything can be changed other than mass of an object. By applying force, you can't change the mass. So direction, yes. Mass, no. Direction, yes. Mass, no. Direction, yes. Shape, yes. Speed, yes. Mass, we can't change. So option C, applying force, you can change direction, you can change shape, and you can change speed. What needs to be known to calculate the work done by a force acting on an object? What is needed to do? Work done formula is force multiplied by distance. So do you need force? Yes. Do you need distance? Yes. Do you need time? No. Time we need for power calculation. So yes, yes, no. Option B. Question number 20. Electrical energy may be obtained from fission. Let's not read the option. Fission, what happens? In fission, first of all, there is a nuclear fission reaction in the reactor. The reactor produces heat which goes to boiler. After boiler produces steam from hot water. Steam goes to turbines. Turbines, they rotate the coil of generator. So finally, any power station other than solar, eventually you should have generator. Only option which has eventually generator is option D. Remaining all generator is not the last thing. All power stations, they have generator at the end. Option D. Question number 20. 4 physics teachers investigate pressure. They wear identical clothes and lie in different beds of nails. The table gives weight of each teacher and total contact area. Which teacher experiences least pressure? Calculate. Pressure is force over area. Yes? So calculate force over area, divide them, divide them, divide them, divide them. First is 700 over 13, which is 53. Next one, 800 over 20, 40. 900 divided by 14. And 1000 divided by 21. So the least, they want the least. So least one, as you can see, is this one. So pressure, you just do force over area, you can calculate. Option is B. Question number 21. The diagram shows an enlarged drawing of end of meter rule. It is being used to measure length of small feather. What is the length of feather? So see, feather starts from where and ends where? Okay, so let's go. It starts from this reading. and still this reading. If you read this millimeter scale, this is 10 milli. It starts, it ends at 29 millimeter. So the length of the feather is 29 minus 10, 19 millimeter. There might be misunderstanding. It's 19 millimeter. Option A. Don't fall victim for C because this is centimeter. So 19 millimeter option is A. Question number 22, a very good question. The speed time graph is showing the car moving in a straight line. Okay, now what is the acceleration of car when time is 40? 2 points I would like to tell you. Whenever there is a speed time graph, the acceleration is equals to gradient. Acceleration is gradient. Now go to the graph at 40. 40. Is this a straight line? Graph? No, it's a curve. So first you need to draw a tangent. If you draw a tangent at 40, tangent is horizontal. Horizontal tangent means gradient at this point is 0. So if the gradient is 0 at this point, so what does that mean? The acceleration is also 0. Many students will try to do any different approach. They all are wrong. Speed time graph, the gradient will be the acceleration. At this turning point, the gradient is 0. So 0 gradient means 0 acceleration. Option A. Question number 23. Two runners take part in a race. Two runners take part in a race. The graph shows how the speed of each runner changes with time. Okay, runner 1 speed time graph, a straight line means constant acceleration. Runner 2 speed time graph, acceleration is decreasing. Okay, what does the graph show about the runners at time t? Go to the graph, time t, they both intersect, they both have same speed. They both have same because the y-axis value at this specific time is same. So both runners have same speed at A. So for example, look, imagine this was 2 meters per second, 4 meters per second, 6 meters per second, 8 meters per second, 10. So find their speeds at time t. So both have 8 meters per second, same speeds. That's different. At this point, the speeds are same. After this, the speed of runner 1 is faster than runner 2. Just look at the number on y-axis. Same number, so same speed. Question number 24. A satellite orbits the Earth above the atmosphere at a constant speed. The diagram shows the satellite at one point in circular orbit. You all know when a body moves in a circular path, a resultant force acts on that, which is called centripetal force. Centripetal force always acts towards the center. Centripetal force always acts where? Towards center. Let's read. So, which label diagram, arrow in the diagram show resultant force? I already told you it will be towards the center. So towards the center means this one, the option D. Centripetal force is the force acting on a body moving in a circle. It is directed towards the center of circle. A cup contains hot liquid. Some water evaporates. Evaporates means goes out. Goes out means as vapors. So when water goes out, of course the mass will be, so weight will also be. Here some students say, Mr. Mass doesn't change. How mass doesn't change? If the matter is same. Now water evaporated. So some water went out. So mass decreased. Option A. Question number 26. Which diagram show 3 uniform beams P, Q, R? The diagram shows 3 uniform beams PQR, each pivoted at its center. 2 forces acting on each beam are shown. Can you see? Okay, which will rotate clockwise? Let's calculate the one which will have more clockwise moment that will rotate. Okay, this clockwise is 4 multiplied by 1, which is 4. Anti-clockwise is 4 multiplied by 2, which is 8. So this will rotate. Anti-clockwise is more here. In this question, so anti-clockwise is more, clockwise is not more. 2. 5 times 2 is the clockwise, which is 10. 4 times 2 is 8. Anti-clockwise, yes, it will rotate clockwise. Next, 4 times 1 is the clockwise. 1.5 times 2. 3 is the anti-clockwise. Also clockwise is more. So when the clockwise movement is more, it means it will rotate clockwise. So diagram Q and R. Next question. 27. An object has mass 50 kilograms, accelerates from velocity this, means initial velocity is 2, to a velocity this, means final velocity is 10, same direction. What is the impulse? Impulse is called change in momentum. Change in momentum. Change in momentum formula is m final velocity minus initial. 50, same direction, so final is 10, initial is 2, answer is 50 times 8, which is 400 Newton second. Question number 28. A scalar quantity. Scalar has magnitude but no direction. Magnitude, yes, no direction. No magnitude, wrong. Magnitude, yes, no direction, yes. Option C. They say direction, no. No magnitude, no. So option C, it has magnitude but no direction. Energy released in some nuclear reactions. Energy is released in some nuclear reactions. Which nuclear reaction takes place in nuclear power stations? Nuclear fission. Fission is power station. And which takes place in sun? Fusion. So power stations, only fission reaction. Sun and all stars, fusion reaction. So power station, fission, sun, fusion, option B. Question number 30, and probably it's the last question. A lorry has a mass 400 kilograms, speed 4 meters per second. Okay, this is the lorry. Now a car, mass this, you can say M2. Kinetic energy of car is same as lorry, a good question. So first we will go for lorry. Then we'll go for car, okay? A lorry is kinetic energy formula is what? Half mv square. So half, calculate 4,000 times 4 square. 3,2,0,0 joules is the kinetic energy of lorry. Now car. Car mass is 1,000. Speed we want to find. Kinetic energy, they say it is same. They say it is same kinetic energy. It's written in the question. So same kinetic energy means 32,000 joules. Now what will you do? Apply the formula. Half mv square will be 32,000. Half means 0.5. Mass is 1,000. V square is 32,000. So 500 V square 32,000. You divide by 500, so V square will be, divide by 5, 64, then take square root of 64, speed will be 8 meters per second. Yeah, this was a bit indirect question. So step 1, what did we do? We found the speed of lorry, and then kinetic energy of lorry, and then use this energy to find speed of car. Thank you. Inshallah, I wish you all the best.